Peace, 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 y'all. Where's my tape? Peace, peace, peace. Today is day 2 of our winter wellness check-in. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. How you feeling on this Friday? Tonight, we are creating space for vision and for our visions. So we're doing that tonight. And we're doing that by doing a creative activity called vision board. We're gonna do a vision board. I love doing a vision board. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. There we go. So you can hear me a little better. Yeah, we're gonna do a vision board. And I think the first time I heard of doing a vision board was like 5 years ago. I had no idea vision boards even existed. And once I learned about it and I was doing it, I was like, oh, I like this. This is really nice. And it's like a good meditative practice to be able to really sit with yourself and sit with your dreams, sit with your visions, and to be able to put it. I like, using, you can use anything, but I like using magazines. You can draw, you can write out your goals and your visions and your plans, but I do like using magazines because I'm more of a visual learner. So I need to kind of like see, I'm like, oh yeah, that would be good. But, all you need, really is a pen and paper, or, you can grab cardboard to make your vision board more sturdy if you wanted to like post it or hang it up on the wall or something like that, So you can use cardboard, you can use an old bag, right? And then we're using old magazines, and shout out to We Are Jersey magazine. I won't be cutting anything from here. This is too precious for me to be cutting anything. But shout out to Bridget for creating this magazine. Creatives, artists, entrepreneurs, all in the New Jersey area, doing amazing work in New Jersey. So shout out. So beautiful. So grab your magazine. So yeah, when we do a vision board, we're talking about what do you want more in your life? What do you want to bring more into your life right now? Like, how do you want to feel this season? It's so good to have a vision board, to be able to really hone in on your goals. I remember a time in middle school, high school, even in college, even a little bit after college, I didn't have any specific goals, or specific plans. Everybody was telling me, go to school, get the degree, get that good job, get married, have a house, and then you're good to go. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, live. And you're good to go. So like, those were the visions, those were the goals that were instilled in me that really didn't resonate with me. So I think it's really important to really find goals that resonate with you, resonate with your joy, resonate with your curiosity, resonate with your creativity, your adventurous spirit, things that, you want to, want to explore. And so I think it's just a really good way to really put down your vision on something, in something that's going on in here, and putting it on something physical, so you can like see it. Even if you take that time to do it for like 5 minutes, and then you forget about it, that's okay. You had that little download to be able to just take it all from here and put it in the present. And then maybe over time, you may not even be thinking about it, right? It might just come and manifest on its own because you already put in the work, you put in the mind, you had that mindset. So I'll show you a little bit of my vision board. We won't see everything, but so yeah, I already had made a vision board during Kwanzaa. So this one, I guess I'll just do a little scan. So we've got some good things going on here. It's my little vision board for 20. Oh, so I loved this one. But so I guess we can start right here. This is like the wellness hub, right? And so I want to really take care of my wellness in all aspects, a holistic way. So we're not only talking about eating right, having good nutrition, but we want to have a good mental health too. So that's important to having an overall good well-being. Peace, 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 Marta. Good to see you. I hope you're doing really well. And also just taking care of our body, making sure we're checking in. I've got this. We'll talk about that. Just making sure we're checking in with our body, making sure everything's healthy. Taking care of my hair. Look at this. This is important. I love being able to reconnect with my hair. When I was in high school and middle school, I would always straighten my hair. And it wasn't right until it was sizzling and popping. I was like, you gotta sizzle, it's gotta pop. But I learned over time to love my hair the way it grows out of my head, and to take care of my hair the way it grows, and not to compete or fight with it. And so over time, it took me a while to learn my hair pattern, my texture, how it works in different climates, right? And so I'm always working towards having natural products that are working with my hair well. And so that's part of the wellness, making sure that we're active. I love hiking. Nature is part of our wellness too, if you believe in us being one with nature, and vice versa. Family, making sure our family systems are good is part of our well-being, all these things. And financially, making sure that we're financially well is very important to our well-being, So all of this, really ties into having a holistic, well-being, wellness. So we will always be working on having a better wellness plan. And so having all this just reminds me, what I'm working on, what are my goals, what are my, business goals and things like that. So, and another one I want to do is check engine light. I found that, I put that on there. I was like, yes, we got to make sure that we check in with ourselves. If we feel that something's off and we just continue to go about our day, there's going to be more damage done in the long run. And then you're going to have to recoup. So we always got to check in with ourselves and check that engine light before it gets worse. So I put that there because I always learn. And I love this one. I'll just share. I found a compass, and what I always say, I love joy is my compass. So that's how I live my life. Peace, 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 Miles. Good to see you. We're talking about vision board and how important, having goals and being able to work towards them. How important that is to having because we are in the driver's seat of our own lives, right? And so if we want something for us, we have to be the ones to go out and get that. And so to start to be like, okay, what is it that I actually want? Start vision boarding, start going through those magazines and being like, oh, this looks cool. I want to try that. Oh, this looks like what I wanted to do when I was a kid, I'll choose that. And so that's just a little, and there's some extra stuff I want to be doing. I'm excited for the new season. So, and then I found this, I thought this was really cool. Adventure on one side. So I cut this out and it said adventure. I was like, oh, I'm going to use that. And then I turned it around. It says the new year. That's the new year. I was like, ooh, yeah, we're going to put this and we're going to pop it out. We're going to make it 3D. Do it so much. So that's a little vision board. So you can do this by yourself. You can have a vision board party. I know some of the girls are doing some vision board party. I'm not able to make it, but I hope you guys have fun. So yeah, I just wanted to provide this tool and this skill that you can use to, check in with yourself, provide some goals for yourself and have fun and have some time to do that with yourself. So I hope you enjoyed our day 2 of our winter wellness check-in. I hope that you are doing well, and I hope you have a great night, y'all. All right. Peace. I'll see you tomorrow again at 6:30. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, peace, peace.